You first judge a film by its opening shot. With this opening shot of Obsession, our sole focus is on this character we'll come to know simply as Bear. And right away, we get a sense of loneliness, a theme that's repeated over and over again in the film. And no pun intended, but in this opening sequence, Bear is bearing his soul to a woman sitting across from him. And she's not even participating in the conversation, because as it turns out, she's just a diner employee who was cornered to act as a stand-in for Bear to practice on, because Bear is too scared to profess his true feelings for his crush, we meet a little later, named Nikki. If I had to sum Bear up in just 2 words, it'd be lonely and scared, which, as it turns out, is a pretty useful character to have in a horror film. Bear is a simple character, and the way he's portrayed by actor Michael Johnston is exactly what's needed for the role. The premise of the film is super simple as well. It's the old magic wish gone wrong story. You could wish for anything, but as soon as you start messing with love or free will, things can get messy. We see it in films like Aladdin, Coraline, Bruce Almighty, Click, and the list goes on. So, how did Obsession manage to take an old premise and make it into this standout horror film? In my opinion, it comes down to one thing: smart simplicity. Let's talk about Jaws for a second. What makes Jaws so scary isn't that we see a giant man-eating shark in every frame. What makes Jaws so unsettling is actually the absence of the shark. We barely see the shark for most of the film. Jaws uses smart simplicity, simple tools, simple story to leverage maximum effect. What I like about a good roller coaster is also what I like in a good film. Number 1, the theme builds a fun and interesting world to occupy for a time. A good theme park relies on interesting themes for its rides. Just like a movie needs to build a world you're interested in occupying for a few hours. Number 2 is the anticipation. It builds as you explore the theme and wait for the action. But it's not such a long wait that it becomes monotonous or boring. And number 3, good rides build momentum and release it in a rhythm, like a well-composed song. Obsession builds a great theme. It's the theme of loneliness, something that's present throughout the whole film. But it's not just sad, it's almost happy. It has great contrast. It's love, but something key is missing. And that something, which we'll get into, turns what could be a vibrant love story into an empty, desaturated horror film.
She was trying to make it as a writer. He was a boy with a crush, but he was in the friend zone. So he made one simple wish. This Valentine's Day, be careful what you wish for. Obsession.
Our next hallmark of a good ride was anticipation, and I think Obsession builds that anticipation in a great way. A lot of this is thanks to Indy Navarrete, who plays Nikki. Before the wish gone wrong, Nikki is an independent, friendly, yet unattainable girl that's just out of Bear's reach. She's friendly enough to make his hope feel possible, but not romantically available in the way that he wants. That makes Bear's wish feel more pathetic and invasive because he isn't saving a love that already existed. He's forcing access to someone who had her own life and boundaries. The film definitely drops some not so subtle hints that Bear is well within the friend zone.
Ew, no, why does that make me nervous?
It's after this wish gone wrong, though, that Nikki goes from difficult to reach to impossible to reach in the most terrifying way. She'll switch in the blink of an eye. And experiencing that switch, even just once, is enough to put us viewers in the shoes of Bear, on edge, anticipating and terrified of when that shark will surface again. Which leads us to that final ingredient for a simple but effective thrill, and that's rhythm. The film isn't nonstop scares or dread. There's the appearance of love, college parties, date nights. It gives us a peek of light so we can really appreciate just how dark things are getting. And by the third act of the film, where things get really messy and dark, we've already been treated with slow climbs and momentum, a rhythm that builds up to an ending that really pays off. So, what's the one simple thing that Obsession intentionally removed from your classic love story that makes this into such a great horror? Bear has a problem. He is incredibly lonely, which is the theme, and what he's desperate for is love. But he tries to force it without this one crucial thing: consent. The movie is constantly playing with one question:
is her love real?
By the third act of the film, if you didn't get it already, we have our answer. Without consent, there's no love. It's this smart simplicity that makes this film so memorable and rewatchable through effective utilization of theme, anticipation, and rhythm. Obsession is a wild ride, but it covers real things we feel as humans: loneliness, fear, sad hope, brought to the screen by a team working together. And I think that's just the coolest thing ever. I'd love to share my breakdown on more of these stories. Subscribing here would mean a lot and help me in that pursuit. Thanks for watching.